How's it going, guys? Dave Rocha here from True Feist Records, and I am here with Chris Tsagakis of RX Bandits, Sound of Animals Fighting, and C-Gak. How many projects do you have, man?
I don't know, too many to count.
But we're here at the Sound of Animals Fighting show at Terminal 5 in New York tonight, and he was kind enough to answer a few questions for us, so we're going to hit it. All right, first question. How did the Sound of Animals Fighting come together?
So one night, Rich called me and asked me to just come down and play drums, and I didn't know what it was for or what he was going to do with it. I came to a studio he was at, and I just played drums for about 3 hours. Just did.
No questions asked?
No, he that's kind of how this whole band has gone with Rich. He kind of just like asked for something. We don't really, even with his tour, he's like, "You down to tour?" And we're like, "Yeah." And he's like, "Okay, bye." It's like that.
I like that you guys got that faith.
We trust Rich.
Yeah.
And everything. But yeah, and then I don't know, 6 months later or so, I heard at some sort of semi-final product where he had gotten Matt's guitars and some vocals on it, and they kind of just chopped everything up.
So you didn't even know Matt was...
No, I mean I knew Matt would be involved. I think he told me that, but I didn't know what else. I didn't know what it was going to be or how, like who else was going to be on it. Final product included like tons of different artists, like people from all kinds of different bands pitched in on that first album. And so yeah, I mean that first, it was kind of just like an art project. It wasn't really like meant to be a band or anything that would go past that album. It was just something to do, something cool, that idea that Rich had. And it ended up, I think, better than everybody thought it was going to be. So he kind of turned it into even more and kind of ran the whole like animals thing with the masks and kind of building an entire thing around it. Made it kind of mysterious and weird, and it was all Rich's vision from the beginning. So I might not be telling the story exactly right, but from my part of it, like that's all.
That's your perspective.
That's all I saw. Is I just came in and played drums. Months later, there was an album, and that was it.
Yeah. Right on. That's pretty cool. That's probably one of the most intriguing starts to a band that I've ever heard of.
It's definitely the most unusual thing I've been a part of.
Right on. Next question here. So, what makes this band exciting compared to the other things that you do with music? What makes it different?
I think for me, like the biggest thing, and I think I speak for everybody, has a similar idea that this project like has been all about just like anything we want to do. So it's like, I mean, the second album, Lover, had some of the weirdest shit you could imagine.
Right.
Because Rich just like, he was just like, let's do anything and everything we could possibly think to do, you know. And it was like I don't know, on a whole, like all the albums, like everything we've done, there's never been any limitations or any inhibitions. It's just been kind of do what we want to do. Whereas like even like RX like had to some extent, you know, we had labels and we had different members who we all wanted to like make it succeed and make it go somewhere and make something out of it, have it be our main job, our main career, you know. And so it was like there was always a little bit of trying to achieve certain goals. Whereas Sound of Animals Fighting never had any goals, never had any ambitions, it's never had any point B that we were trying to get to. It's always just been like doing, you know, it's been like true art, like
pure art and creativity.
Yeah.
Unfettered.
Yeah, and so I think that's the one thing, you know, I mean, I think probably most things that I've been involved with haven't been that way because you kind of always have, you know, as a musician who's trying to survive, you kind of always have an end goal and you know, you kind of want to play the game a little bit.
Yeah, right. Yeah. Huh, that's really interesting. So you guys have taken a brief hiatus that, you know, from the very formation, it sounds like, like what you're saying, it hasn't been a typical band and more of like an art project. You guys recently took like quite a hiatus. I remember hearing at the beginning you guys weren't even on a tour at all, but you guys have done a couple now. So there was a brief hiatus. Now you guys are touring. How long was that tour in the making? What was the planning behind that? How long have you known that was going to happen?
It was probably like a year ago, maybe more. kind of like the first part is just nailing everybody down, getting dates where everybody can do it, and then there's a lot of planning as far as like all the logistics and everything.
There's no lack of interest there. It's just a lack of time and ability to meet up.
Yeah, and that's kind of in general. You know, I mean, we don't necessarily say we're going to wait 5 years or something, or we don't even say forever going to tour again. It's kind of just like, you know, we do it and then we just wait until, you know, just see what happens. And
right on. Yeah.
when it's the time, it's the time.
Seems like this is a no rules kind of project. I mean, it's going to be fun, and you know, much more of the creative side, less of the business side than a lot of like you were talking about the career projects like you see in our Bandits and probably Circus Survive and that type of thing.
Yeah.
What motivated? Was there anything particular that inspired like do it again? Is this something that we can expect to keep happening every few years? Or?
I mean, I think we always want to. Like everybody pretty much always wants to do another tour at some point. It's just really kind of just waiting for everything to align. Yeah, I think even with this, it's like we knew we were going to do something again at some point. We just didn't know when. So it's just like when the time was right, then we did it.
Right on. I like it. And how has this tour gone so far?
It's gone really well.
Yep.
Yeah, I mean it's been great turnouts, and everybody's been really happy to see that we're there, and a lot of people who missed previous shows, you know, have been able to come up with these ones and stuff. So yeah, it's been good.
What's been your favorite show on the tour so far? Your favorite stop?
I don't know, Atlanta was pretty good. For some reason, the energy was really good. Like on stage, we were all kind of going a little crazy, and the crowd, I think, we never know what to expect from Atlanta. It's like in RX, it was one of those places where we drew a small crowd, and they were a good crowd, but it was never like a huge thing there. But for some reason, with this project, it went pretty well.
Awesome, cool, good to hear that. So this is a big question here. Have you guys been working on any music together?
Not like officially, but that doesn't necessarily like mean anything. You know, I mean, some of the songs off of Ocean in the Sun were songs that weren't actually even sentimental songs. Like there were songs that Matt and I had written, and we just turned them into sentimental songs. So it's like we haven't officially been working on anything, but who knows? You know. If something gets the ball rolling where we're going to do another album, then we'll be collecting music from all different areas, and you know, it'll just kind of come together.
Right on.
So.
Right on. What's your favorite now? You know, talking to you personally. What's your favorite music project that you've been involved with? Period. And through your whole musical career.
I don't know. I mean, this one probably sound out just because. Like I said, it's been very like open and very just uninhibited and creative. It's also been really cool because like you know, I do a lot of electronic stuff, and I kind of got my start with that with this band. You know, like with Lover, there's 5 songs on that album that I provided like the kind of groundwork for like the beats and songs. And
we had chatted about that online. Probably a year or so ago, and I had never even known that you had done that.
Yeah, well, there were songs that I was working on. It was similar to like what has happened with other songs. You know, Rich was just like, "Hey, we're gonna get experimental with this album. Like, do you have any electronic stuff you want to just donate to the project?" And so I just sent him like a ton of stuff, and he ended up using like all of it, even some stuff that I didn't want to be in there. But it was all stuff that I had already been working on, and so it was kind of nice to have it handed over to someone to kind of finish it.
Yep.
You know, it's like I had kind of all like the basic instruments and beats for a lot of the songs and stuff, and then he kind of just turned them into, you know, full production. So
wow, that's really cool.
So it's like, you know, I don't know, from every angle, it's like I've been able to kind of like do everything that I've ever wanted to do like in this band, so that's been nice. Great.
Yeah, you don't hear that very often. You know? Now you've been very active with your solo project. What are you currently working on right now for your solo stuff?
So I have 2 more EPs that I've been writing along with this one that I just released.
Yep.
They're just not like mixed yet. It's like I kind of just work through the
You're
songs.
just busting out music like crazy.
Yeah, I mean, it's like I kind of just write skeletons of songs, and I get like 50 or 60 of them or so, and then I'll like run through them and kind of like put finishing touches on the ones I think are the best. And so for this last round that I've been for the last year or so, it's turned out to be about like 3 EPs that I've kind of separated them as far as like feel. So I released this one like a few weeks ago, and then there's 2 more. Yeah, there's 2 more I'm going to release, and then there's also I'm going to do live drum versions from all the different EPs. There's some songs that I felt like would sound good with live drums, so I'm going to do a live drum album where it's all those songs. I'm trying to release it on vinyl. So.
Right on, that's really interesting. My next question, follow-up question to that was, where the heck do you find the time?
Honestly, like I take any like half hour, 20 minutes that I can, anytime I can. I work a lot, like, I'll work at night sometimes when my kids are in bed, or like if they like, when my kids takes a nap, I'll work on something. I kind of just find time here and there.
Really just maximize your time.
Yeah, and I do less of the like, the kind of wasting time things that, nothing against those things because I like them, but things like watching TV or like going out drinking with my friends or, like stuff like that, I don't really do much anymore because I have a couple hours I usually go.
Sounds like you're very productive with your time. Right on, man. Good for you.
Moderate your thoughts because they affect the entire energy field. When we are at a high level of vibration,